What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode. So I know it's been a while, and today is Honda time. So right now I got all the cars moved out the way. I'm going to be bringing her over to the garage to start working on this thing. I think I'm gonna wash her off real quick, and then we'll push it over. Had to stop by and give me a little acai bowl. Man, so good. All right, guys, so finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, Honda is in the garage. I'm super excited to dig into this car. It's been sitting out here in Florida for a while. One reason why I was sitting is because of the transmission, which I did get back. If you guys saw the last video of this car, basically we bent the crap out of the input shaft because the dowels kept coming out. This is an issue that we finally figured out why we were having, you know, the misshift issues and just a whole bunch of different issues, but they all started because of the dowels. We are gonna get the plate revised. I want to redo the dowel setup to where they don't come out. And also there's a couple little things I want to do. I'll let you guys know about that after I get it done. I know a lot of you guys been asking me about this plate. There is no other plate like it. I've just been kind of, you know, doing the things that I think that it needs, and we've been going from there. So the plate will be ready here soon. I do want to you know, test it out first, make sure everything is good. That way when you guys do get it, there is no issues with that. We did get a new input shaft. Zach from ZF Design in Colorado went through the whole transmission, and he said everything looks great, all the gears look great, so she is ready to go. Shout out to Milo for bringing me the transmission, and also shout out to Brent. Brent brought the transmission from Colorado to Ice Cream Cruise in Omaha, and then Milo went from Tennessee to Ice Cream Cruise. He was there for the event, so he picked up the transmission, brought it back to Tennessee, and then you know, I was supposed to actually go meet Tom up there to get the transmission, where we're gonna meet in Georgia or something, but then Milo ended up selling, I think, his all-wheel drive K transmission to somebody down here in Fort Lauderdale. So he's like, hey, I'm gonna be on the way, I'm leaving tonight, I'll be there tomorrow with your transmission. So it was kind of a surprise, but it was kind of a relief because I didn't have to worry about driving it all the way over there, or driving all the way over there to get it. So shout out to Milo for bringing me that, and thank you, Brent, for giving it to him. So the transmission is back. We've been waiting on that for a while. I have had it for I don't know, over a month now, something like that, but I just wasn't ready for it yet. So that is good to go. This is the stock motor that came out of Honda last. This is the motor that ran a 10.8 a couple times in Colorado. So I am gonna put the car back together with this because I do want to, like I said, do a few things to the plate. So I want to make sure that we are all good there, and then get the motor back in here, get the car running, dial in a few things, and then when I'm ready, I'll be able to put a built motor into it. This is another motor that I had. I got this from Javi, and I want to take it apart because he said there was a knock. He doesn't think it was a rod, but basically I want to take this motor apart, see if the block is still good, which it should be, and I want to take the block to the machine shop to get that one ready to go, because I want to build this block. And I also have another block in Colorado, which is the block that came out of this one when I dropped the valve. So the block was fine. The only problem with it was when the valve dropped, it just made a bunch of dings in the cylinder. So Shane he's already taken it apart. He made a video on that. They're kind of helping me out because the block is in Colorado, and you know, since I haven't been over there, they're taking care of it for me. So I appreciate Brent and Goofy Built Shane for doing that. and I know they're trying to get that block together. I'm not sure if they're gonna put it together or if they're gonna send it to me and I can put it together, but either way, I have that block and then I'll have this block, and then I also want to get this head built, and I have another head that I want to, you know, get figured out. But those I'll be working on the side, so that's gonna get put together when they are ready to go into the car. That's when we'll put it in. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and put the stock motor in there because I know this motor runs great. And yeah, we're gonna get some Honda time. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking this motor apart to see how it looks inside, and then we'll talk a little bit more about Honda. Oh man, look at all these little shavings. You can tell something definitely went through the motor. That's not good. That's a lot. All right, so I was just looking through the head and the head looks good. So we can definitely use this for Hondaru. Everything is looking nice under here. Got some miles on it, but we're gonna be changing all that stuff out anyways. And then I was looking at the block as well. I already went up and down with the pistons. You can see, I don't know, something was going on there. It's like eating up the piston right there. I'm not sure if that was, if it was detonating or doing something there, but the walls look good. So we can definitely hone it and still use that. I'm gonna flip it over and see what the bottom end looks like. Oh man. All right, so you can see there's a lot of crap in there. Let's find out where all that stuff is coming from. The pickup looks pretty clean. Start taking it apart. All right, so right away, right when I took off the oil pump, you can see the oil pump is just completely broken. So that is where all our material is coming from. I found this little chunk in there as well. So I'm gonna check the crank, see if the crank is still good. As long as the, like where the main caps are and all that stuff is good, we could always find another crank and we can still use the block. So we'll see in a second. All right, so I went ahead and got the crank out. I started looking through it and the mains look really good. I think the only cylinder that was really taking a good hit was cylinder 3. You can see where it was getting scored right there. I don't know how deep that is, but I am gonna go ahead and get the crank checked out. So if it's good, we'll reuse it. If not, no big deal. I don't think it's too hard to find a crank. We will go ahead and source one out if we need one, and the block is still good. So we're gonna go ahead and send this block out, get this one done up, and then the head is good. So we're gonna go ahead and take this apart and start getting some parts together to just have a spare head on this guy. I think that's about it with this motor. I did get this motor for free, so you know, Javi was like, whatever parts are good, and he's like, you can just take the motor. So it turned out great because the head's good, the block is still good. It's always good to have extra parts because you guys know Hondaru likes, I don't know, sometimes she just has a temper, and we just need to have a few backups just in case. I am going to put the stock motor, like I said, in it for now, but eventually this one will get built as well. Before I let you guys go, I wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit. I know you guys have noticed that I've been losing some weight. I've seen a couple of comments, so I just kind of want to address it. I am doing it healthy. I'm not just losing weight because I'm not eating or anything like that. 2.5 months ago, I decided to just start riding my bike every day. I started to eat better, try to stay away from fried foods. Every now and then I'll have a cheat day. I've been on and off on like trying to be, you know, healthy and fitness and all that. And I just got to the point, this was like 2.5 months ago, I was just I wasn't feeling myself. I was just eating bad and just bad habits. I wasn't I don't know, I just didn't feel that great. So I just decided to do something about it. I started walking at first and got on the bike, and you know, I just been going at it, and I've just been feeling good. I've been sleeping better, I've been having more energy, and I just think it's very important. I mean, I don't know if, I know we all go through some similar things, you know, and if there's anybody out there that, you know, is going through something like that, I just encourage you to just go out, go for a walk, you know, start slow, just every day, just try to get out I think is the main thing, or the most important thing, because eventually, you know, maybe you don't feel like doing it that day, but you get out anyways, and then you get it over with, and then the next day, you know, you continue to do it, and maybe that day you feel a little bit better, so you push a little harder. I think it's just very important to try to get into that routine. So if you guys are going through some stuff, you know, I encourage you guys to just change something up, you know, change the way you eat. I don't know, maybe it's not physical for you guys, maybe it's more mental. Just, you know, I think it's very important to take some time out for yourself. It's just all around, it's just good. And I know a lot of people don't do it enough. So yeah, I guess I was just blabbering there, but I'm feeling good. I got a lot more energy, more motivated now to get this car done. You know, in the very beginning, I wanted to just get videos out, and it was just more or less, I was just trying to keep the momentum going. And I don't know, some days I just didn't feel like picking up the camera, but I did want to work on the car. It's kind of difficult when you're just doing it by yourself and you're having to hold the camera and figure out how you're going to make it into a video. So I was just going through that, and I just decided to not pick up the camera and just get some stuff done. So that's why, like, you know, maybe you're not caught up to all the cars, you know, what the situation is, because I think the last one before the Corvette video was like I was in the middle of the Subaru, but I already fixed the Subaru. I've been driving the Subaru, so everything is good there. The Corvette is still having that overheating issue. I haven't even got to that yet, but I wanted to get Honda in the garage. I wanted to start doing work to it, because that is my main car and I want to get that car going. I know there's a lot of work to be done on that car, so there is going to be a lot of content on it, but it's also going to be a process and it's going to be work. Right now, just, you know, give you guys an idea of what's going on in my life. I want to get the Corvette ready to sell, and then I'm going to sell the blue Subaru as well. So that way I can take that money and I can throw into Honda, and then, you know, and just have more money for the channel. I want to do some more merch. I know I haven't done merch in a while, but it's getting there, guys. Don't count me out yet. You know, it is a process, and I will get there. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.